We got some big breaking news coming at us directly from Max and DC Comics. And that's that the upcoming Green Lantern reboot series titled Lanterns has been picked up for a full season series order on the streaming service. And along with this comes the confirmation of the creative team and also the first plot details and character details. So first and foremost, yes, the series is officially going to a full season. They're not shooting a pilot and then waiting and then testing it and going, okay, do we go to series now? Because they do that a lot, and sometimes it ends up being scrapped. Like the prequel Game of Thrones series set I think it was 4,000 years before the events of Game of Thrones or something. It doesn't matter. That was shot, they spent a lot of money on it, and then didn't pick it up and nobody's seen it. Well, here, it's different. They're committed to it, so they confirm that Emmy-winning Damon Lindelof is, in fact, on board to co-write with Tom King, who, of course, is, well, an award-winning comic book writer, and that they will be overseeing this and also serving as executive producers, and obviously James Gunn and Peter Safran are on board to oversee it as well. Now, they did also confirm the official logline and plot, which reads, and I quote, "The series follows new recruit John Stewart and Lantern legend Hal Jordan, two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark, Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland." End quote. Okay, so here it's kind of the rumored plot and what we heard and what was teased previously by James Gunn, but they said nothing was set in stone, but now we know it is. Now, I want to break this down bit by bit because there's something here that I think is very interesting, and it also tells me what sort of budget we can expect. So it says, and I quote, "The series follows new recruit John Stewart." Okay, so John Stewart will be younger, much younger by the sounds of it than Hal Jordan, who's described as Legend Hal Jordan, a Lantern. So meaning Hal Jordan's probably been around for a while in terms of his presence as part of the Corps. So I'm going to guess maybe 5 years minimum, because they describe him as a legend, which means he's probably had some, hard-fought battles out there as part of the Corps. But next up, two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark. Okay, so new recruit, Hal Jordan is helping him. Suddenly, major, dark, sinister mystery that's Earth-based. Now, this is obviously a way for them to cut down costs. Now, the most interesting part here, and I'm going to describe why I find this the most interesting part, and also kind of like, oh man, they investigate a murder in the American heartland. Now, the American heartland typically describes like the mid and the south, the mid-south, sometimes going up a little bit northern, but it's all around there. Now, this has changed a bit, but again, there has been some rumors that they're potentially shooting this sort of in backwoods locations, and it's going to be a little bit more removed from the big cities and things like that, which is honestly telling me that they're probably going to shoot somewhere around Louisiana and mask it. And the reason you would do that is because, well, brackets and incentives for write-offs and cheap productions. So they are not going to be giant flying around space cops every episode. You're probably going to get flashes of that. They're going to be suiting up, but again, they're solving a mystery on Earth, which tells me that this is definitely going to be on the cheaper side in terms of how much money they want to spend. But of course, if we look at how much Disney has spent on some of their shows that are not even that effects heavy, but still feature special effects, think of She-Hulk. There's no way they're spending $250 million on Green Lantern as a TV series. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next. Don't get me wrong, none of this is making me worried about the show, because they can nail this show on Earth. But I'm just letting you know, if you're thinking this is going to be Green Lantern flying around space, intergalactic battles and all that, we are not getting that.